So here's the first question. Okay, the person's name is Sarah. She asked that she loved watching a video about freelance interpreting, but I'm curious of which one you think you prefer. Let me explain. I work at a university as a staff interpreter, and so I would say both have pros and cons, but I can make a whole video about that. I can do the pros and cons of both, but I would say right now I prefer the staff because I like the people I work with and all the support, and I love my job right now, but there are many pros to freelance that I miss as well, but that's something to discuss later. Okay, next question is from Aaron, and he says, do you believe in using hearing aids or cochlear implants? My answer, they're both tools. It's up to everybody else how they feel, if they want to use them, but that doesn't mean that they can become hearing. You're still deaf or hard of hearing, regardless. Once they're off, you're back to yourself. That's what it is. So it's really just a tool. I mean, I have hearing aids. I use them for environmental sounds and stuff like that, but they are helpful to me, but no, it doesn't make me hearing. Remember them to use them as tools, and that might not apply to everyone, but that's everybody else's decision. Monique. For ASL interpreting, there's a lot on the internet. Is getting a bachelor's degree or any degree or training worth it? Really, it depends. If you want to become an interpreter, then yes. I would recommend you get certified, but it's going to depend if you want to work with deaf people within your job, let's say, I don't know, lawyer or psychologist or whatever. You don't need a special additional thing for that. It'd be nice if you could, but the more knowledge you have, the better. But if you want to work with a group home or something like that, a regular degree or social work, maybe classes for learning, that would be good. But if you want more knowledge and learn more sign language, I always recommend taking classes, your high school or college or something like that. But it doesn't hurt to have it. But it's not always required. And that really depends on what your field is. Like if it's for education, then yes, of course you need it. But if it's another field or additional skills, that would be good. But if you want to have knowledge about ASL to use in your career, then you don't have to get a degree in the courses. And around the deaf community, that is what you should really do, is get involved with deaf people. That is the key to that skill. The most important thing. Okay. Next question is from JDef 2004. Says, have you ever tried the flip water bottle? Like a full flip water bottle? No, I have not yet. I haven't tried that, but empty? Yeah, I've done that before, but not a full one. Full one, no. Is that a thing? What is it like? Yeah, it's like, I'm not cool like that. I'm Miskill. I could try. I have not, but I can try. Snore. She said, have either of you taken ASL-PI tests before? What is that like? I haven't taken the ASL-PI, but I think I did the interview to get into ITT or RIT. I think technically I sent in the video, but it was using the ASL-PI system from them to view my sign language, but I didn't formally take it, so I didn't go there. But I don't know if that counts. But I don't know what that means. But sign language proficiency interview, maybe for American. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just called it the SLPI. I don't know what the ASLPI is. I've never taken the American ASLPI. What about you? None. I've never had any formal ASL, nothing. Never had it. No American, no. Sorry. I don't know. But I remember explaining the description, the conversation skills, not your actual formal interpreting skills, just see what your level of signing is and your proficiency. It's pretty simple. You just had a conversation with them. If you are taking the ASLPI, good luck. This next one is from Sydney Ann. She says, what is one mistake interpreters often make? One mistake? Or a specific one? Just one. One. That's going to be the same thing, but I have to say, not matching the voice to their active level. That's a common thing. To me, it's either, in my experience, it's either lower level, which I have a higher level. I use specialized words that I know, and often they use a lesser register than what I want. And if I have to transfer a word, this is the word I want you to use, you know? So I have to be careful with that. That kind of reminds me of one thing related to interpreting. Remember, you are learning to become an interpreter. You are learning sign language, right? Remember, you need to have skills with your English too, because you need to have a good, diverse vocabulary for English for that reason. Sadly, in the past, many deaf people didn't have higher master's, PhD levels, and interpreters couldn't voice at those levels. And now that they have such higher vocabulary, we need to match that. So you need to make sure you are practicing your English skills as well. Right? I work at university, so sometimes when I'm doing a presentation or workshop, or I'm with my peers, we both have higher vocabulary levels that have a certain jargon or certain words. And if the interpreter can't keep up, I have to say, no, this is what I meant, and verify, and that's kind of a challenge sometimes. That's not always meaning that you think they have a lower vocabulary than you just don't have the right words, and that's okay too. This person's name is Score, and they say, any tips for stretching or working out your arms? I just started signing, and I noticed that my arms become tired. First, I would say, if you're talking specifically about wrist or possibly injury, I just made a video about this, and I'll leave a link to that in the comments below, talking about stretches and how to fix it. Or if you're talking about arms, maybe it's because you're not using your micro rest or brace. If you're signing, your arms are here all the time, and they're gonna get tired because you're not used to it. But if it's here, up here, you know where your hands are and where your arms are. Don't sign all the way at the top of your head or way out here, or sign like this. No, then you're tensing up and you're gonna get stiff. So, like, put your arms down and then just sign as much as possible. Be careful of how you're signing. Film yourself, or just signing whatever, talking to somebody or something, and sit there and watch the video and see where you are putting your arms. Are they here, 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 here? Where are your arms, and notice your signing style, and then see if you can fix that. Buff up your arms, work out more, lift weights.